Hi guys. Hi. So, obviously fixed the car yesterday. Should I just do this? Is back in the garage. Let's give you a little clue here, shall I? Yeah. Let's give you a little bit more of a clue here, shall I? Let's give you a little bit more of a clue here. It was, bear in mind, this was fine when I was running it up in here for half an hour, and then I ran it all the way up to Tesco to get some fuel and back again. It was all fine. It was only when I went to Campden, then to Bury yesterday, I noticed my car was pissing out with oil. Look at the state of that. Oh, it's everywhere. Literally, my car's got to go in like a hot wash afterwards. And do you want to know what it is? Can you see that in there? That's my crank seal. It's already fudged. Yeah, my crank seal is already gone. So, of course, everything is piss soaked wet with oil. Like, literally everything that you can literally see from here is piss soaked wet with oil. And I've got to take the belt off again now. And try and clean the belt off because it will destroy the belt. It will literally destroy it. And I'm just so annoyed. I'm literally I'm to the point where I'm laughing at everything now because I'm that annoyed. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but do you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, look, it's all over the place. I booted it back here to my hands because yeah. I mean, even at the back of my car, look. Even at the back. Cool that. I feel sorry for anyone that was behind me when I was driving. Oh god, this car's giving me a nightmare to clean. It's just, I will take you down there, and I don't know if I can zoom you in. There we go. That, see the good old door on that? Yeah, that's from my car as well. I'm getting sick and tired of this car right now. Yeah, and I'm gonna get caked doing this now, so I have to take off the belt, spray that down, brake cleaner. I've only bought one, and I'm guaranteed I'm gonna need at least 2 more cans of this. Need to take off all the pulleys, need to clean all them up. You name it, it's got to come off here. I've got to spray this whole thing down with brake cleaner as well and try and get it as clean as possible. Yay! Fun times ahead. Fun times ahead. Could be worse, so I could be outside. Oh, why are you not? There we go. So I will again set you up the best that I can because obviously I've got my tripod but not the bit for holding my phone. And we will whip this belt off. I can't even put you down there anymore. Look, there's that much oil. I can't even put you down there anymore. It's just, I want to cry, but do you know what? It's still dripping now. There's worse things in life than there, I suppose. So let me turn you that way. And no, I don't want to rotate. You stupid ass phone. Right, let's try and put you there without you getting covered. Should we give it a go? Now, I've got to try and put a light somewhere where I can see what I'm doing, and so you can see what I'm doing as well. You know, I only fixed this yesterday, and it's already fudged already. Hold on a second, let me grab some tools. Again, with what I'm about to do to get this belt off, I don't recommend doing it at home because remember, it's the whole putting the 2 spanners together. Yes, not the brightest idea, but do you know what? If it works, it works. Oh. Like I said, it has its joys being I have my joys being a mechanic at times, but other times I really wish I wasn't because I mean that's just from touching the belt, but the belt is caked in it. And this is a 30 quid belt. Fantastic, eh? Put it on there so you don't smash pieces. Now I need to try and get the rest of this off without I mean, look, I don't know if you can see that. Look at all that. It's just caked. never mind. This poor car. This poor car. I just hope the bloody water pump lasts this time, because I'm going to be super pissed if it doesn't. Oh, I need to give... I've ran out of ideas what to do with this crank seal. And I got hold of the Jeep and Chrysler place on eBay, which is where I get most of my parts from, where I got this water pump from. And I've just asked them if they have a crank seal, but I need to send them my VIN number so they can definitely make sure, because this crank seal that I was in behind all this wasn't the one for this car. So I didn't have high hopes, but you know, when I ran out up here for half an hour, managed to drive it back to Tesco's and back here, managed to drive to Tesco's and back again, and it was all fine. You know, I was kind of like, yeah, great, that's awesome. But no. No, apparently driving along the dual carriageway, what's going on here? Driving along the dual carriageway was just enough to finish it off. I seen it when I was outside my dad's. I seen the oil was pissing all over the place at the floor. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Oh, about to drip that. And Dad thought it was the breather pipe, because I've got quite a bit of quite a bit of air pressure coming through the actual engine itself. And I'll be back in a sec. Let me grab it from the top. And that's possibly it was the breather that was forcing the air out wherever it could possibly go. Am I going to drop that on you? I probably am, aren't I? So got it back here, got it up on Jack, got up on my son. He's hell of a hand, he is. And voila, crank seal was screwed again. I was like, frick's sakes. Obviously I had other words, but I tried to keep it nice for you guys. Come on! Obviously, if I was doing this on my own, there is normally swearing involved. God, this engine is just... I don't even know where to start. I really don't. This car's going to kill me one day. If not on the road, bloody working on it, I swear to God. I always seem to be doing work on this thing. Always. Oh well, never mind. Could be worse, right? I could be sending this off to a garage every single time. Right, what's going on here? Can you see, guys? I can't. We'll give this a spray down. Oh no, I can't actually. Not with the crank seal being screwed like that. Fantastic. Another one. Because if you get any brake cleaner in the sump here, you end up having to clean the whole thing out, because it's a separator. It like gets oil off things, and you don't want that pumping around your engine. Oh my God. Right, what am I jamming on here? What am I jamming on here? Oh, I see. Water pump's being a pleb. There we go. Right, let me wipe my hands off before I pick you up, because I don't particularly want to be picking you up like this. Oh, yay. Out of tissue. Right. Pick you up. I think I'm going to try and wipe this off on the grass. Oh, flies everywhere. I don't want to rotate. Stop doing that. Fantastic. Oh, I don't want to rotate. Stop doing that. Can I put you up anyway? But you can see how caked it is. Just never ending. Never ending with this car. Never ending. Right. Can you see the difference between now? I don't know if you can because the light behind me. Between a clean side and an oil side. Yeah. You can see how it can destroy things. I'm leaving trails of oil everywhere. Right, let me show you exactly how it works. That. Can you see that? Just kind of a degreaser. Well, it is a degreaser. Very flammable as well. I should be leaving this in a puddle of this really, but all I have is a spray can, so I can't. It's so cold. I'm not forking out another 30 quid for a belt if I can just quickly wipe it off. It's not happening. But yeah, it works. Works pretty good. Right. Do you know what? This car is a love-hate relationship. It literally is. Stop moving. Right, I think that's going to have to do. Now, let me show you what it does on the inside of the car. And this is why I'm going to end up using so much. What's going on there? Spin around that way. Hopefully I've still got the bit this comes in. Right, so let me grab you. Let me grab that. Let me grab the gun. Oh, I don't want to rotate you. Stop doing that. Stupid thing, man. Right, it's got to stay there. Let me turn you around. Let me grab the light. Ow. So, let me show you on this bit down here that I don't want to rotate you. Okay? Can you see why I'm going to burn through so much? Yeah? And I've got a whole engine to do. And a car. Pretty much a whole engine anyway. It's just, yeah. I don't know how this alternator's still working. Morning, Mark. You alright, mate? Just, I don't know how this alternator's still working. I really don't. It's just, oh, lovely car, lovely car. Now I have to go for grab the light. That'll be helpful. Now I'm gonna have to borrow some tools again for Dad to take this bottom pulley off, and go from there again. But yeah, you can quite clearly see why I would end up burning through so much brake cleaner. But do you know what? If it saves me scrubbing it by hand, you can see how clean that one's gone. I will do it because it's what I think it was like £3 for this. You grab like 20 more, and we should be good to go. It's one thing after another. This car, it's literally one thing after a bloody another. As soon as I think it's fixed and I'm on the road and good to go again, it's not. It's back to square one again. I've still got to replace the tie rod on that side yet. But you know, no point doing that if I don't have a car that's on the road in the first place. So let's see what we can do here. So if I turn, oh crap, dropping the phone everywhere. There we go. Yeah, it can be a bit of a nightmare maintaining cars. Where you can quickly see how easy that comes off. And you can spray this on pretty much anything you want. It doesn't hurt. It can be an utter pig to maintain. But at the same time, being a mechanic, it's nice being a mechanic because you can do it yourself sort of thing, but it's not so nice because you tend to make a load of fake friends. I mean, yeah. So let's give this a go. Cleans up nicely. I ideally need to get a pressure washer that's hot and just spray this whole thing down. Which, yeah, you can do that. The engine's water resistant up to a certain amount, so yeah, you can chuck a pressure washer in here if you really wanted to, and do it that way. Where can I put this light? I know my granddad tries, bless him. But yeah, I feel sorry for anyone that was driving behind me. I just... Oh god, I apologise if you ever watch this. If you're driving behind a Grand Voyager getting covered in oil, I apologise now. That would be me. But do you know what? This is the same old thing. Like, this water pump was brand new. Brand new. Look at the colour of it already. It's black because of the oil. So, let's put it this way. If you want to turn around, you're going to turn around. Thank you. If that water pump didn't go, for me to have to replace that, none of this would be happening. I replaced that water pump a little over 3 months ago and it's gone. It went again already. If that water pump didn't go, it wouldn't have snapped my belt and it wouldn't have ripped my crankshaft seal apart. Quite frankly, it just wouldn't have done any of that. So yeah, am I pissed? Yeah, of course I am. Because it's costing me more money now to put the damn thing right. But I don't know if you can see the crank seal in there. I'll try and do what I can to get it focusing. Don't want to rotate you. It's like a silvery one. There, look. You can see where it's broken down the bottom end. So yeah, I'm having to rip that blade thing apart again. But I'm not going to bore you with rest, guys. I'm not going to bore you with rest. Just this car. I literally have to rip this whole side apart again so I can clean everything that needs to be cleaned. Yay. Yay. It's just literally turn around. It is literally everywhere. Look. If a guy from like the Environment Agency came around right now, he would close me down. He would scrap my car for polluting the earth so badly. It's leaking that much oil. I mean, look. Apparently my phone's having troubles focusing right now, but it's all over the engine bay. All over. But you know what, little things like this I can live with. Things like this. You're going to focus. There we go. Things like this. Gonna be a pig to get off. Gonna be a pig to get off. All I can say is, guys, is YOLO. I suppose you only live once, don't you? I could be, like I said before, there we go. Like I said before, at the end of the day, I could be paying someone to try and fix this, but I'm not because I can do it myself. So yeah, this video won't be as long as the one that I did yesterday doing it all because it's the same old thing and I don't want to bore you guys. Plus, I feel I need to swear at it in a minute, so. I don't know what to say. I'm just glad I got some of my tools. And I say some of them because my lovely ex is not allowing me in the flat to get the rest of my stuff because she's a dickhead. So if you ever watch this, you're a dickhead. Ah, you ruined my life, girl. Anything great you give me is my kids. But anyway, yeah. That's another story. I really don't want to go tearing all this apart again. Does someone want to come down and do it for me? I really can't be bothered. It's the same old crap every single time with this car. Same old. Every single time. Just caked in it. I'm probably better off taking all these pipes back off again, jacking the engine up, taking the engine mount off, spraying the whole goddamn thing down, and go from there. I mean, it's all caked in there as well. I literally don't have a clue, no clue, how this how this alternator is still going. Released it, but the clutch is definitely gone in it. Because basically what happens is, on an alternator, for like a soft start and soft stop, basically, you have like a clutch inside. You got a clutch inside, and as the engine starts quickly, it jolts forwards, but the actual thing doesn't spin over until it then catches up. A bit like a scooter. When you rev it up, it starts catching on a little bit like that, but it's just a little bit quicker than that. But unfortunately, this one feels like it's screwed because I'm turning it quickly and stopping it, and it's not moving. So that could be why my tension is all over the place. Yeah, just, you know, guys, the car's good when it works. Yeah, same with any car, but to be honest, this car wouldn't be in here now if that water pump didn't go. And I've got to keep my fingers crossed. I've got to keep my fingers crossed that the Chrysler Voyager place has my crank seal. Because if they don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because the crank seal that's on this now, it wasn't meant for this car. It wasn't meant for it. But the person from Euro Car Parts was like, oh, let's try this. Well, I got given it free, so I'm not going to complain. And yeah, I need to give them my number. I think it's down here somewhere. The other side would be the other side, or somewhere around here. Caked in oil, probably. If they don't have it, I literally don't know what I'm going to do. I may have to look at another car, because this car is great when it's working, but it's really hard to get parts for because of how old it is. Like, really hard. It's just one thing after another. If the parts are in, yeah, they're super expensive. Like, I had to replace the master and the slave clutch cylinder. Okay, they're both outside, sort of thing. The master one's in there for your clutch pedal, and the slave one is down at the gearbox on the outside. They had that one, but they didn't have the right sort of, slave cylinder. I was like, fine. So I'll chance it. Yeah, it's like £150. I was like, you know what? I've worked on many cars where it's not the actual right part, but it works. Got it in. No clutch. Bear in mind, it took 3 to 4 hours to bleed the damn thing through because it's a closed system. Being a closed system, it can be a nightmare to bleed, which it was. And I had to take it out of the car several times to bleed it, let gravity do its work and whatnot. And you got a rod that gets pumped by the piston on the slave side that pushes against the release bearing on the gearbox side. Believe it or not, I just took that one out because it was shorter than the old one that I had, put that in, and I had a clutch. So I think it was like £350 later, that for that closed system. Bear in mind, it was just a slave and master clutch cylinders that I got. It was about £350. It's not cheap at all, this car. This is also my belt, how my belt system runs. So if I try and get you focused on that, you can see exactly what it does. So you obviously got your drive at the bottom, which is what I need to take off to replace the crank seal. You got your tensioner to the left. Go up, you got your water pump. You got your idler pulley in the middle. You got your alternator at the top. Got your idler pulley again further down, and you've got your aircon and power steering pump, and another idler pulley. So that's why this belt is so super long and super expensive. Just, yeah, I'm stuck, guys. If they don't have the crank seal, I literally have no idea what I'm gonna do. But you can see how much oil's just gone down on the ground there just by washing a very little bit off. And I've got, well, all that to do. I've got probably a million other cars to do as well that I've been driving past. I've got all up here to do because that's all cake. My windscreen, the very back of my car. Everything is just caked in oil. And yeah, got it back here to find out what the crank seal was screwed up again. Thanks, car. You're awesome. No, but like I said, once this car is running well, you know, I don't really hardly break down on it. And when I do, I've been able to fix it all myself. The only thing that I haven't been able to do myself was replace the clutch in it, but I took it to Manor Garage where I used to work, where my dad still works, and Mike did it on a fairly good deal for me. So I'm not going to complain at that. I'm not going to complain at all. Considering the garages in Oakhampton wanted like £1,000. I was like, yeah, sort of. Mike only charged me like 400, so cheers, Mike. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'd keep you rolling if I had somewhere to put you. Oh, phone, come on. There we go. Just that's the one bad thing about oil as well. It just gets absolutely everywhere, and it's a nightmare to get off. But yeah, if someone wants to come down and steam clean my engine for me, be my guest. Be my guest. But yeah, the whole reason my pulley's probably all over the place now is because of this. Oh no, the clutch is not working properly. I would think. But you know what? Oh, and the other worrying thing as well. This is the other worrying thing. Okay, if that does decide to stop charging, I need to worry because I won't know. Why? Because when my belt snapped, I was going along the dual carriageway at the time, and I know it snapped because my power steering went heavy and my temperature was raising fairly quick. Most wouldn't know that auxiliary belts, alternator belts, also run some water pumps like it does in mine. Normally the water pumps run off your cam belt and stuff like that. So normally it wouldn't, do this. But this car uses very little power. I reckon I could have gotten back here just with no alternator and no power steering. But being a 2-ton car, it's very heavy to steer when you're not moving. It picks me up on the steering wheel trying to turn the damn thing. But I just... No. Like I said, when it's running well, it's good, and it hasn't really broken down like that. And it shouldn't have broken down this time. The water pump went within 3 months. It shouldn't have gone. Oh, I don't even know if I'm getting my money back for that. Euro car parts have had to send it off for testing. And right, get a load of this, right? Get a load of this. I took it back. Guy looks at it. Bear in mind the bearing's like this, okay? The whole thing's like this. And he looks at it. It's like it's a bit rusty. And I'm like, well, mate, would you like to know why? It's a water pump. What a knobhead. I mean, it's a bit rusty. It's a water pump. What do you expect? Because the bit that pumps is obviously sitting in water the whole time, okay? Because it's a pressurized system. The whole system's filled up with water for your cooling. So it's sitting in water. And he turns around and says to me, it's a bit rusty, that doesn't right. Mate, it's a bloody water pump. What? Mate, at the end of the day, you can't blame this on me because I haven't taken a hammer to it. If I took a hammer to it to try and get it in place, then fine, I could totally understand if the bearings went. Fine. But I wouldn't say it's easy, but it literally does fall into place and you just bolt it back up again. And what did I pay for that pump? It was on discount at the time. I think it was £35, I think, at the time, on discount. And because I don't know if you shop at Euro car parts, but they quite often do discounts and stuff like that. And yeah, so they've got to send it off. I've got to wait for about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks to hear something back. And yeah, the chances are I may not get the money back for something that I didn't do. So, good old warranty right there. Good old warranty. But yeah, I'm every time something goes wrong with this car, I'm just do you know what I mean? I'm like, when I first got it on the road yesterday, I was like, yeah, finally it's back on the road. And you don't realize how much you miss your car until you don't have it, sort of thing. And yeah, back in again because the crank seal. Car's good to me. This car's good to me. I'm blabbering on a bit here, aren't I? But if I undo this, if I start this up now and undo this, you would see this bouncing around. There is way too much pressure coming out there where you put your oil. And I'll tell you what, that shouldn't be like that. So the chances are there's a breather pipe, or 2 or 3 breather pipes that's blocked up somewhere. And basically what happens is, when that's all sealed, obviously the whole thing's a sealed unit, obviously to stop oil and whatnot. Frickin' stop oil and stuff getting out. So what happens is when you get all that pressure building up inside the engine, okay, whatever seal there is around in different areas, for instance, it's probably had a play in this. There we go. It's probably had a play in this crank seal. So when there's pressure behind, it's going to push whatever seal out and potentially destroy it like it has this. I'll try and get you better. You are not going to focus, are you? Of course you won't. But you can see it there. It's like grey. And yeah. So it's completely munched up. Completely munched. But like I said, that crank seal wasn't even meant for this car. And do you know what? I'm surprised it lasted. Half an hour here and driving to Tesco's and back as it was. And it wasn't a very, what can I say? It wasn't a very good seal. I mean, it was enough to stop leaking, but if I could slide it off with just 2 fingers and not have to grab it on properly, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not going to bore you with the rest, guys. There's literally cleaning up today and ordering parts. Some more, yay! Let's burn some more money. But that's the thing with cars at S, okay? You can't afford to save up for a new one because this thing keeps going wrong. And doing that, you spending money on this, you can't then go save up for a new car. It's a vicious circle that keeps going round and round and round, and you'll be forever trying to keep a car on the road. And unfortunately, that's what kills your wallets and everything else. You know, can't help it if you can't help it, sort of thing. But you know what? I'd love to get a new car, but at the same time, I love this car as well because it's a brilliant runner. Goes so well. Good on diesel. I've noticed my turbo is getting caked in oil now, so I might have another leak somewhere. Hopefully my turbo's not as well because I won't be replacing it. My dad replaced one on one car like this before. Not my one, on one like this. It took him 7 hours to do. I would have personally taken the engine out. I would have been on the 2-post ramp, taken the engine out, dropped it on the floor, raised the body up, replaced the turbo, dropped the car back down on top, attached it all back up again. That's what I would have done, personally. But it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? Covered. It's covered. I should send it off to one of those places where they clean your car and stuff for you, shouldn't I? Right. Oh, excuse me, I got oil in my car. God, I wonder how many cars have been getting caked. Never mind. Anyway, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Take it easy. And I may be live again at some point. You never know. So, check my dongle here. Yeah, doesn't need charging. It's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.